31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Let's say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game.
By Alex Highsmith. A loss of a yard.
Throwing on second. Herbert.
At the Steelers' 32-yard line.
Line quick there. They bring him to the turf. That's Peyton Wilson. And that makes it 3rd and 24.
A loss of 13 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Man in motion out of the slot. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble again, and he's going to go down. Second time on this opening series. That's T.J. Watt. And that brings up 4th and very, very long. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. Has a hole left, room to run. Into the red zone. There it is, touchdown Pittsburgh! That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Chris Boswell for the point after. The Steelers calling their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So after thinking it over, these guys lining up for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Rodgers. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
6. Chargers nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. The play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And this one's going to be picked off, but he dropped it. Almost a one-play drive. They couldn't hang on, though, and they're going to feel fortunate coming up on 2nd down now. Now Herbert to throw. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. This is going to be down to, it looks like, about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 37 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
To throw, Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
For David Njoku. Asante Samuel Jr. on the coverage.
Throwing now, Herbert. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there. No chance. It's third down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Herbert. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's not going to be able to get them to first. They stop him just shy of what they needed. An interesting call now coming up on fourth down.
But it brings up fourth down.
Running back sent in motion. They snap it to Herbert. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points. And as that one falls, Brock instead just a turnover on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And he drives that bug backward on a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Rodgers now on second down. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at a borderline gimme third down here. They'll go with Dowdle on the run. That play's going to be cut down after a gain of 2. And that's going to give the Steelers the first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Look at that power. Deep left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Rodgers has his guys set. Looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. All right, that gets him back on track after the initial miss block. Now up 14-zip following the 2-point conversion.
Even if you're just 50-50 on 2-point tries, they're still in a really good place. Up a couple touchdowns. Clearly the better team here to start it out. Time to step on that pedal a little bit more.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Chargers getting set. First and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They haul him to the turf at the 21. And goes to the hurry up here. Herbert swapping play calls here.
It's second down.
They'll work against the blitz. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. They're going for this. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. He's got it at the 5. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Michael Pittman Jr. A 21-yard effort. Chris Boswell for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And lead now 21.
Chargers, nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Herbert now off the play fake. He finds the rookie from Mississippi State, complete. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Slot man in motion left. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work. Believe it or not, a big loss on that completed pass. So here comes 2nd and long. Motioning left is Johnston. Here's Herbert on 2nd. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Third and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And a little excitement on that completion, but in the end, not able to challenge for the first down. It's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Herbert now. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
Open to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Right up the gut. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Approaching the final minute here before halftime. Play action here with Rodgers. And this one is launched downfield. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Chargers take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Herbert. And he can't hang on. The catch was there for him, Brock, but his hands took that one off, so the incompletion means it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up second and goal at the Steelers' 14-yard line.
Working on second down. Herbert. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Oronde Gadsden. 14 yards. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And it's down to a 14-point game.
21, Chargers 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Rodgers off the play action. Pressure closing in. They're going to get him back at the 20. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is second and 17 after the sack. After the sack, Rodgers got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's complete inside the 35. And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown Steelers. DK Metcalf. A hat trick for him in this first half. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his fourth first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Boswell to add the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead now 21.
28, Chargers 7. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Now Herbert to throw. Complete here to Hampton. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. The second half begins with a bang. And even 50 yards on the play. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Throwing now, Herbert. And the catch in and out of his hands. Contact separating him from the football that time. Second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Now Herbert on second down. And it's off his hands and incomplete, so an opportunity unfulfilled on that second down. That means it's third down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. To throw, Herbert. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Great work by the defender affecting that pass. He's going to bring around fourth down. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. On the play fake, it's Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Denzel Perryman in on a stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Rodgers to throw, second down. This is a heater going deep. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
Incomplete. It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. He lets another one go. Back to the same target, but it is the same results. Incomplete. The defense keyed in on him once again. Provide some contact to break up that catch. It's fourth down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. He connects downfield. And he's going to have it just shy of midfield. The offense converting on fourth down.
2 yards.
Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you better convert.
If your offense does...
What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. On his Mac again.
It's now second
and that is a couple for him today.
At the 39
The ultimate team sport still has so many times games within the game, individual battles, and right now, they don't have an answer for this guy. It may be time to turn the line to Chip to find some way to protect the quarterback.
Second down, it's Rodgers. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Derwin James on the coverage.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Well, either way, that was going to be a big gain, Brock. But of course they're going to credit their quarterback, right? Take the completion over that penalty.
Yep, had those stats. You know, you run that route, Kate, to try and stretch out a defense, maybe even draw that kind of penalty. But put a gold star by his effort. Not only did he do that, he made the play as well.
Short of the goal line.
9 yards on that play, and they're just a yard out now on second and goal. Rodgers now on second down. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
And no, this isn't going to do it. Stopped at the line, and they're going to remain a couple yards away here now on 4th and goal. Now they'll get some time to mold this decision. They'll have 4th and goal after the break. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Well, I guess 3 isn't enough to pad the lead. They're pulling out all the stops. It's 4th and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. Across the goal line he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Boswell to add the PAT. Connecting here as this one flies through. And they just keep adding to their lead.
Steelers 35, Chargers 7. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. That's Gadsden right side. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. And that's going to be a Los Angeles 1st down.
14. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Herbert back to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And the concentration lapses continue for him as he drops another. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Herbert. He's going to try another deep one here. Defender's there. It's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Steelers will take over with a long field ahead. They're at the 12-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10